Welcome to the Winston Salem Eldercare channel, brought to you by Greg Brewer and the folks of Right at Home. Today's guest is Mr. Raymond Cooper, Administrator for Homestead Hills, Winston-Salem's premier continuing care retirement community.
Well, good afternoon. Today we have with us Mr. Raymond Cooper from Homestead Hills Assisted Living Community. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And thank you for coming to the Winston-Salem Eldercare channel.
Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, today I have a couple questions for you to get our audience familiar with your type of service. First, how long has your organization been in business?
Our organization as a whole has been in business for 30 years. We've been in the Winston-Salem community for 20 plus years, servicing independent living, assisted living, and skilled nursing.
Great. In what areas do you service? Who do you draw from? What communities?
We typically draw from the Forsyth community, Davidson County, Guilford County, and the King area also.
Great. Describe for us, if you will, for our audience, who are your members?
Our members have a diverse background. The general look of our members is 65 plus years of age. We pride ourselves on what we call the Weller life. So we have members that are high functioning, that are willing participants in our wellness program, that are very active in life, that come to our community.
Okay. Can you think of, Raymond, any particular member that comes to mind where you can give us an example of a specific case where Homestead Hills has gone above and beyond to help that member with their care needs?
Sure. We've had several situations, but one that comes to mind is we've been challenged in our industry now to be able to accommodate gluten-free diets. And in doing so, we had a member that was actually a member of our skilled nursing community. Came in on a Friday, of course it was 4:58, and we had to accommodate her diet over the weekend. So this was new for us as a staff. So what we did in the interim, we went to Whole Foods, made sure that we could purchase gluten-free products. Then on that Monday, we had an opportunity to reach out to our food suppliers, US Foods, to see if they could give us something on their order guide that could accommodate that member in our community. And I think that's what separates us from most communities, is we're always looking for a reason to say why we can versus why we can't accommodate someone.
Well, that's fantastic. It sounds like you go above and beyond to try to accommodate your members as much as possible to meet their needs.
That is correct. That's our goal. We always want to have the end result as, did we meet or exceed the desired results that they were looking for as members?
Well, it kind of leads me to my next, thank you for that, but it leads me to my next question, and that is, how do you kind of touched on how you differentiate yourself from your competitors, but is there anything else that you might do that's different than your competitors?
Yes, being a younger and a smaller company, generally we think outside of the box. And in doing so, it's what can we do to make you have a pleasurable experience by being a member in our community? That could be finding a creative way to get you more physically involved if you're going to be active and participate in your well-being and your health. That could be having an additional shopping excursion for that member that has a history of wanting to shop at high-end boutiques or fashion retail outlets. So it's an everyday occurrence, and I think that everybody embodies that, from the direct line staff to administrative staff to the executive director, and that's a vision of the owner himself. So we pride ourselves on doing that.
Well, that sounds wonderful. Tell me a little bit. Do you have independent housing or independent apartments?
Yes, sir.
Skilled? Tell us a little bit about that.
Currently, we have 66 beds in our assisted living community. That composed of 48 members in the assisted living, 18 in the memory care unit. We have 40 beds in our skilled nursing community. We have 78 cottages, and then we have another 66 apartments in our independent living.
And the cottages are like?
The cottages are basically 2 or 3 bedroom housing units.
Oh, okay.
They all come equipped with your own personal golf cart, your own enclosed garage. You have your own laundry facilities. So you have the option of, being a sole provider of yourself and your physical needs to eat there in your cottage, or you have the option of purchasing a meal plan and participating in the meal plan at the independent living in the dining area there.
Oh, fantastic. Is there, Raymond, is there anything else that you'd like to share about Homestead Hills that
Sure.
our audience should know?
We like to think that we're a premier community here in the Winston-Salem, Forsyth County area. We love to provide services and care for anyone. If you so choose to entrust us with providing good quality care for your families, you would not be disappointed.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much. How would someone get in contact with, who should they contact?
You can contact myself, Raymond Cooper, the healthcare administrator, via email. That email address is rcooper@homestead-hills.com.
Well, thank you, Raymond. We appreciate you taking the time to
Thank
share
you.
with the audience about your community.
Thank you for having us.